Hey guys, so today I wanted to kind of do a inspirational post for those of you who are probably going through a hard time. So today I had an experience where when I was teaching, my computer, my electronics didn't work quite as like I had planned. We have this big TV, and so I can hook up my computer to it, and then the screen is much bigger than the regular computer screen. And it helps, especially when reading, and things like that, when I call on the students to read. And so anyway, it didn't work out, so I had to go to plan B, where I was basically holding my computer and I just, used it like an iPad and shared it with them whenever I needed to do that. But anyway, I got to thinking about how life is that way, right? We go through life and we have things that happen that, kind of throws it for a loop, and we have to go to plan B. And that's been the story of my life. I mean, I remember when I got pregnant, I had kids, and I was like trying to decide what route to take with them, each of them. You normally have parents who are obviously they want to what's best for your child, but the concerns that you have normally would be normal things like normal development. Are they walking, talking, and on doing all those things? And I had that in addition to all the other medical issues that I was faced with. And then when they got to school, I had thoughts in my head of things that they would experience that they unfortunately did not experience because of different challenges that they had. And so anyway, it just made me realize, kind of makes me stop to think about how our lives aren't exactly how we planned. And since this is the Exceptional Parent Group, I thought I would share those thoughts with you. And maybe if you feel inclined to share those with your friends or family, about the fact that we just don't know from day to day sometimes what we're going to face. I remember when I was younger, I'd wake up and I'd be thinking, okay, I hope today's a good day, because yesterday was a horrible day. I barely got any sleep. I hope today is a good day. And that was my life back then. Today it's gotten better, but now I worry about the future. I worry about the future for each of my kids. And that is really important for me to kind of, I don't know. I want some peace of mind. You know what I mean? I want some peace of mind, and I want to know that they're all going to be well taken care of, and that they're going to not be alone, and that hopefully, if that's their desire, that they'll have a family. And so that's my hope and desire for them. But as exceptional parents, we often are faced with the realities of what could have been. And so we're all in plan B, plan C, plan D at the moment. And we are just trying to make things work, right? And so, when we think about everything that we've been through, it's amazing. It's amazing to think that we have overcome so much. And there's so much that we still have to overcome. But all these things are for our strength, are for good, and we're all going to grow from them. In my case, I share my experiences with you so that you can see that, you can get through this. I remember those days of when you ripped my hair out. And I remember those days of when I didn't know if I was going to make it from hour to hour. Holding my breath, waiting to exhale, just wanting to know that things are, went okay when I dropped off my kids at daycare or preschool or whatever. It was challenging because I was a working mom. So those of you who work, I understand. I've been there. Missing out on all the milestones, and then or else coming home or going to wherever they're taken care of, the preschool, and hearing about their day, and hoping that it's all positive. But I recall a time when my oldest, he stayed with a friend of mine and in her home. And when I went to pick him up, she was really stressed. Like she had a horrible day. And so I felt really bad. And at that point I was like, you know what? I need to find another situation, because I didn't want to put my friend in that, that type of situation. it wasn't working out. But I remember, crying and crying and crying so much about that, because I'm like, if my friend who loves me can't handle my child, who is, well, you, you know what I mean? So we are made differently. Us exceptional parents, we have been made, we come from a different type of cloth, I guess. And, but we don't always come that way. We are made into it that way. It's almost like a quilt, each patch of a quilt. And eventually you have this huge quilt that's beautiful. But if you look at each individual patch, each individual square of that quilt, it was created by an experience. It was created by some obstacle that you've overcome. And so when someone sees this beautiful quilt, they don't realize all the work that it took to get there. And that's the way I look at exceptional parenting. We are products of all of our experiences and all our plan B, C, C, and Ds. And that when people say, wow, what a beautiful quilt, hopefully they'll realize all the amount of work that it took to get there. As always, good luck on your journey, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.